Howdy, howdy. Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to those who are consistently tuning in. Um, Apologies for that. It is the 23rd of July. I cannot believe, soon I'm going to be saying August, which is fucked. It's 5:23 p.m. in the afternoon. Just turned 5:23. It's a Tuesday. Welcome back. I've got a poem that I want to read out tonight, this evening, by Charles Bukowski. He is, if not my favorite poet, by far. I don't by far, but he's just got some dimes, and I don't know if I've read this one before. It's called The Laughing Heart. I just saw a bunch of his poems, and I clicked that one because it kind of stood out to me, the title. But yeah, let's see what it says. I haven't read it yet. The Laughing Heart. Your life is your life. Don't let it be clubbed into dank submission. Be on the watch. There are ways out. There is a light somewhere. It may not be much light, but it beats the darkness. Be on the watch. The gods will offer you chances. Know them. Take them. You can't beat death, but you can beat death in life. Sometimes. And the more often you learn to do it, the more light there will be. Your life is your life. Know it while you have it. You are marvelous. The gods wait to delight in you. Damn. He is fucking good. I don't know who this fucking guy is, but he's really good. I think I'm gonna watch a video about him tonight, and I want to learn more about him. But talk about optimism, you know, understanding that you only have one chance at this, in the sense that you have to live it the way that you want to live it. And I think so. I watched this one video about depression. It was about mental health and how I forgot what it was, and I think I've maybe talked about it before, but it's like depression is like a plant. If you water it, it'll grow. In that, if you think about it, if you focus on it, if you let it, if you provide it all the things that it needs to grow, it'll grow. It's just like a plant. But so is happiness. And I think one thing I liked about it was, even though it put it so simply, like it put it so, like, I'm not trying to fucking talk about depression as, what do you call it? Not undermine it, but like when you like see it in such an easy light. I'm not trying to say it like that, but it was just a good perspective to think about. Especially when it comes to certain, like, I wouldn't say I wasn't depressed at the start of the year, but like I was down. You know what I mean? I was really in a kind of a confused state. I didn't know what I wanted to do and whatnot. But I remember the sense of, like, I remember it feeling like I was hugging myself when I was gonna do something about it. You know what I mean? I felt like I felt so like that there was no one else that could help me out of it. So when I had put into place certain things that I wanted to do for myself, it felt like I was just like building a step, and I was hugging myself. I say hugging because it was just like, okay, good, you're not where you want to be. You can get out of it. And when I think about that, and I think about that metaphor about planting plants and watering it, and depression, like, I could have stayed in that job. I could have been extremely unhappy, and I could have blamed everyone else in my life, and I could have blamed myself, and I could have been down, and I could have been fucking depressed going to work and whatnot. but I didn't want to do that. And I think the thing that helped me the most was I just put in place certain things to get me out of it. Whether that be doing the online stores or going and getting my white card and then actually resigning. You know what I mean? Just little steps to get me out of the fucking place that I was at. Going to the gym helped a lot. Diet, things that I could control. And I think one thing, like reflecting back onto this poem, it's this idea of there are ways out. There is a light somewhere. It may not be much light, but it beats darkness. And it's that captures so much of how I felt. I have a really nice story that I'll tell one day about that sort of, that it might not be much light, but there is light. There's a nice story, and it. I always think about it when I'm in a dark place. But man, this poem is really good. The Laughing Heart. I like it a lot. Yeah. I don't have too much else to add to it, but just if you water it, it'll grow. I think that's what I got out of it. So if you want to focus on it, deal with it. But if you want to change your perspective on it, accept it, acknowledge it, and then move on, I think the world, as corny as it sounds, the world is really your oyster. You can literally do anything you want in this world, and what a nice reminder. Thanks, Charles. All right, I'll leave it there. I'll read it one more time, actually, before I sign off. The Laughing Heart. Your life is your life. Don't let it be clubbed into dank submission. Be on the watch. There are ways out. There is a light somewhere. It may not be much light, but it beats the darkness. Be on the watch. The gods will offer you chances. Know them, take them. You can't beat death, but you can beat death in life. Sometimes. And the more often you learn to do it, the more light there will be. Your life is your life. Know it while you have it. You are marvelous. The gods wait to delight in you. All right. Deuces. I'll see you guys tomorrow.